I intend on doing the career thing damn well and doing the family thing damn well. And unless we as women start believing that, you know what, I want to have both, I'm going to have both, and I'm going to do both really, really well, nothing is going to change. I'll go into court, I'm the only brown face usually, other than the guy that I'm representing. That isn't cool. And the only way it's going to change is if we redefine what we say our women should or can be doing. And I don't know how this is going to go down, but I don't really care. My name is Zeenat Islam. I am a barrister at 25 Bedford Row. I consider myself to be an activist and an advocate because what I'm really genuinely passionate about is bringing law to the people. Yes, I'm a barrister and I recognise that that is a milestone in my life, and I'm really grateful for the fact that I've got here. Is that fundamental to my identity? The answer to that question is no. And that's because what is fundamental to my identity is using my humanity to do something good and to strive in the cause of justice. The plan is to continue finding a way of making law accessible to everyday people, because what I really want to see is everyday people that have real stories, that have had real struggles, they get to places where they can make changes and change their life. And it's only when that happens that I will feel that we've really made some meaningful impact. I've had to ask myself some really serious questions about how am I reconciling the kind of activist, human, grassroots me with this lawyer, part of a system, part of me. How can I best contribute towards change in this system? Is it from the outside as an activist, or is it through me trying to constantly be a thorn in the side? It's still a battle I have every day. I'll walk out of court when something really unfair has happened and I'll be so angry that I want to cry. I ask myself, why am I a part of this? Am I making any change? Can I make any change? And then other days you might walk out of court and you've really got a result which has changed somebody's life, where you get people telling you that you saved my son, or you've given this person a chance. And it's those moments where I'm like, actually, it's all right, Z. There is value in what you are doing. And what I'm trying to do, and the reason why I keep talking about this model of lawyering for people, is because there needs to be a bridge between activism and lawyering. They don't have to be two separate models of making change. If we work towards a system which combines the work of social movements, grassroots organisations, then what I'm hoping we'll get is a generation of activist lawyers that are ready to revolutionise this system which needs to change. Just me being who I am, being the only person of colour, having the surname that I do, that is my personal resistance. The hard work is about being on top of your game. Be the person that everybody is like, you know what, mate, she's on it. She's killing it. And I just want to say that it isn't easy. It's expensive. The way that these things are designed is that people, like my background, or we haven't been born with a silver spoon in our mouth, but we have had to work since the age of 15 in addition to studying. And I get it. And what I'm trying to say is there are challenges, but there can be a way. You can find a way. And for me, the way that I was able to access this career was because I was able to get a scholarship based on need and based on merit. It's about knowing what's available for you, making those links, applying, just being damn good at what you do. Make sure that you stand out against any other people, and that your application in whatever job it might be, it is great. If people tell you that you can't do something, you do it, and you do it 10 times better. For me, my faith fully informs my career choice. One of the fundamental things Islam is premised upon is justice and achieving justice and doing what is right. We need to dispel some of these myths about the role of women in Islam, that Islam does not oppress women. And you do get outspoken women who will say it how it is, and it comes from a position of understanding actually the value that my faith gives to women. It's my faith that empowers me. I do what I do because I am Muslim, and my calling might be to do that as an advocate or an activist. Somebody else's might be in a totally different way. It's about figuring out what is your sphere of influence. What is your skill set? And finding that and adding value, because then you're being true to your potential. And our faith and our deen teaches us to be the very best that we can be. Recognize the fact that we all have the capacity to make change. And if you're not making change, then I invite you to ask yourself the question, why?